Genesis chapter 1, the very beginning. Verse 1 and the first 5 words. In the beginning, God created. And since then, his creation, mankind, has been creating. From the very first caveman's wall art to the first one of them banging sticks and rocks together in a rhythmic pattern. Because it's the closest to heaven that we'll ever be. We don't want to go home right now. And all these creatives, we got a little bit of something, and God, that is better than nothing. And in our color portrait world, we believe we got it all. We don't know why it chose us, but there's something happening here, and what that is, we ain't exactly clear. But we got to stop and listen, see what's going down. Because they say music can alter moods and talk to you. Because no matter what that talent level is, all of us have the same curse. You can either embrace it or run from it. I myself have put 1,000,000 miles under my heels, and I'm still too close to it. Creativity is not your rolling wheels, it's the highway. It's not your carpet ride, it is the sky. It's not the blowing wind, it is the lightning. And you don't need money, you don't need the fame, you don't even need a credit card to ride this train. It's strong and it's sudden and it's very cruel sometimes. But if you let it, it might just save your life. We're all shooting stars, and the world will love you just as long as you are, but I've never been one of those fortunate ones. And because they always ask, how much will you give? And it's always more, more, more. And I'm not like the famous people. I'm not like them, but I can pretend. Because when my sun is gone, I'll have a light. When my days are done, at the end, I can say I had fun. And I always thought this curse was dumb, or maybe it was just my happy. So let's dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Because some dance to remember, some dance to forget. In this episode, tonight on Midnight Enigmas, if you can't tell, we're talking about music, as I mixed in some of my favorite lyrics in my intro. Talk about music and my passion. Tonight we got Mr. GoneRogue.
Yo.
We got Pika.
Yo.
And Reaper. Alright.
No.
That's the intro. Well,
Yeah.
Little
Killed it.
little emotional
Let's
there.
go,
but-
bruh.
Little emotional
killed it.
there.
You killed it harder
go.
than him does his ballers.
Yeah. So like I said, I took some of the lines from my top 10 list and wanted to mix them
That's
in
fire, bro.
and tell a little story about what stuff means to me. And it's a little hard to read, actually. It's only the second time I read it out loud, but the first time I was more worried about getting
Dude,
it.
it sounded awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
So I don't know. I got into it a little bit right there, put a little passion into it. All right. So,
All
so we're
right.
talking about music. So, Reaper, did you say you wanted to go first?
I'll jump in.
All right. So
No, we're just-
you want to start
Alright.
with artists or songs? Artists or bands, artists?
We could start with, I've got about 6 of my top artists, so we'll start there.
All right. Let's rock, baby. Let's rock.
All right. Now, probably not in a particular order,
Right. That was a thing that I
pretty-
had a tough time doing.
pretty close. My first band, probably my favorite band, would probably be Three Doors Down. There's not a song from them, and it was very unfortunate about Brad Arnold.
Yes.
A few months ago,
That
him
was
passing
sad
away.
passing.
I'm not scared.
Yeah.
I'm not scared to say
It was about
live
a
on
month
stream. It
ago.
did bring a tear to my eye.
Yeah.
He's a great songwriter.
About 2-3 weeks ago, yeah. I seen
You know,
that. It's upsetting.
and I mean, everybody knows Three Doors Down, and Brad Arnold was the lead singer. But what a lot of people don't know is actually Brad Arnold was also the drummer starting out for Three Doors Down.
Right. He's a very talented musician.
He was the singer and the drummer.
Yeah.
But there's not a song that I can't. I mean, of course everybody has their favorites and stuff, and you know, one of my favorites from them is "It's Not My Time," and that's a more popular one. But there's not a song that I can't listen to that they've done. I mean, they've got some non-popular stuff that I enjoy off all their albums.
Yeah.
So, but "It's Not My Time" is coincidentally, it would probably be also my number one song too. I really do enjoy the band, and I really do enjoy that song.
Yeah.
Next band is going a little bit classic.
They got a good one,
old school
Kryptonite
days.
too.
Yeah. Like I say, I enjoy Kryptonite. I mean, it is probably their their biggest hit.
It is
But
their
now-
music, yeah.
It's Not My Time.
I think,
When I'm Gone's good too.
yeah, I love all them songs too, and that's what's so great about the band is they had so many radio hits that different means to different people. But I look at things from like a set list standpoint, like I never got. Well, we did see Three Doors Down one time. It was a horrible show at EKU's Coliseum. It was horrible
I've seen it 4
quality.
times.
Right. I only got to see him once. It was horrible sound quality. It was bad. But anyways, I think when I think of like songs or radio songs, the performer in me always thinks of set lists and like crowd response and hype. And the one I get to see them one time, but I've watched them live, like at live in concert video footage, and the crowd pops every single time. Crowd jumping and bumping. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? The crowd goes crazy for that song every time I've ever seen it performed. The crowd definitely pops for that. But
that is their
Walk
number
around
one.
the world
Kryptonite
to
is their
ease
number
my
one
troubled
song.
mind.
Yeah, that is
my
that
body
is
lies
Kryptonite.
in
That
my
is their
ear.
number one song. It is actually probably close to one of the more popular songs out there.
yeah.
I mean, they've had a lot of plays on that song.
I can bring this.
And
real quick.
also you got to admit, you got to look at when Brad Arnold had, he had announced that he had cancer and they were stopping the tour, and plays on Three Doors Down went through the roof, so that's got a lot to incorporate with that.
Right.
But second on my list, I wouldn't say is and Daniel probably knows this, is Led Zeppelin. They're not as not all Led Zeppelin songs I can listen to, but not all Led Zeppelin songs
Are created equal.
will I not. Yeah, well, but not all of them will I might hit the skip button to find a different song. I mean, that's just the
right.
Honest truth of it. If I didn't versus like Three Doors Down, if I didn't have something to, if I didn't have a skip button, I could listen to the song. Led Zeppelin, I would want to have a skip button because there is some songs that they do that I just can't.
Well, Zeppelin will always have a special place in my heart because I grew into a Zeppelin fan because of you. And so it has a special place in my heart, and even in our friendship, because like I said, we hinted at this story a couple weeks ago, talking to the guys. Like the very first time I ever spent the night at your house when I was in 8th grade, we literally stayed up until we passed out, like as long as we possibly could, doing one thing and one thing only. We was listening to the lyrics, listening to Stairway in Heaven on repeat. Stairway to Heaven,
Yep.
over and
Yep.
over. And I was just getting into playing music. I wanted to play music. I wanted to be a writer. And I'm studying at this point, because when you love something, when you feel it, you want to study the best. You want to study so I'm listening. We're breaking these lyrics down. What does this mean? What does that mean? And all night long until the next thing I know, we're waking up. It's so, like I said, it'll always hold a special place in my heart and in our friendship, because that was when I kind of fell in love with Zeppelin and discovered them as a band outside of Stairway to Heaven. But I fell in love with Stairway to Heaven and stuff that night.
And Stairway's good. It's probably their number one hit,
Stairway to
but
Heaven
that's
is good.
not.
I like the immigrant
That's-
song.
I've got Led Zeppelin. It's called Led Zeppelin Remasters.
I like
it's a
immigrant.
3-disc set. And y'all have heard the song before, but the sad part about it is the only album that this song is on the Remasters album that I have. And it's in a box about yay tall with 3 CDs.
Yeah.
And they're doing an interview, and they sing a song called "Hey Hey What Can I Do?"
Yep. It's one of my favorites too.
And a lot of people's never heard of that song, and actually, and the band's not on my list, but I enjoy the song so much that I actually like the Hootie and the Blowfish version of it too. They did a tribute album to Led Zeppelin, and Hootie and the Blowfish done "Hey Hey What Can I Do?"
Which is Darius Rucker, for you younger fans out there, the lead singer of Hootie. Became a country.
Rucker, I like him.
He became a country singer, and his name is Darius Rucker. But before that, he was the lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish.
Like a wagon wheel.
Yeah, before he was a country singer. He was in Hootie and the Blowfish.
Really?
Well, he's back with them now.
Yeah, he does.
They
He does
actually
both.
toured.
I got a good story about Hey Hey What Can I Say? The last band that I was in when me and the guitarist was forming our friendship, he had got an acoustic. He's an electric guitar player his whole life, and the portability and be able to carry an acoustic around was appealing to him. So through me, I kind of talked him into getting his first acoustic, and he brought it up to my work, the store, and showed it to me. And I can't see a guitar for the first time and not play it. So there's like EKU was getting out of the bars, and I'm sitting on the donut stand in our store playing this guitar, and this crowd of people come in. There's like 4 or 5 girls, and they're getting off work at Hooters.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm playing all these songs, these random stuff, just messing around on the guitar. And these girls come in and say, "Hey, play us a song." A couple of them drunk, a couple of them getting off work, whatever. And I looked at my buddy. I said, his name was Tim. And I was like, "Tim, this is how you get a crowd." I was like, "Could you play anything that they named off the top of their head?" And he said, "No, I couldn't do that." I said, "What's your favorite band?" I kid you not. The girl says, "Zeppelin. Do you know any Zeppelin?" I was like, "Zeppelin's pretty hard, but this is the one I know off the top of my head. And I want to tell you about this girl I love." Broke into it, and she's like, and she starts singing with me, and we did the whole song. And the next thing I know, it was like 15 people standing there in the front doors of the store. And I handed the guitar. I handed Tim the guitar. I said, "That's how you do it. I got to wait on these people now."
Oh my God, that's
crap,
sick,
dude. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
On even Zeppelin's version and Zeppelin's version and Hootie's version, Zeppelin's version, Jimmy Page is not known for mandolin skills, but he brings in a badass mandolin on the Zeppelin version. Yeah. All right, so
That's cool, bro. That's cool.
probably another one, and like I said, I got kind of a mix, not really. Third on my list, but probably wouldn't be third, maybe. 3 Days of Grace.
Ooh, I have that on my list too.
Well, back in the 2000s, they came out with a few songs, and
I have a lot of their albums.
Yeah. But then they've made a comeback, and I've actually seen them at a couple concerts now, and they are really. It's almost
I had a
like
chance to go to one of their concerts, and I didn't get to. My brother went. But
Yeah,
I didn't get to.
you got to go see them. I mean, it's
Kind of bummed out I didn't go. But I had
seen
work.
3 Days Grace, Breaking Basic with a 5-finger death.
We went down to Louisville and seen them. Damn, bro.
They got I like their older stuff, and I was like, they come out with a newer album, and I thought, man, they just don't sound the same. But I actually started listening to the new stuff, and I mean, it's pretty bad. I like it. As far as song wise, I don't know who. I don't know what. They're the. I do like because I'm an asshole. I guess I hate everything about you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that song too.
That's right.
Hey, what did I say about some theories that I got about these stuff?
Dude,
And-
some
Andrew's-
rips, son.
Andrew's heard
Rips.
Andrew's heard some of these theories, man, and I'm telling you, it works. I don't understand it. I don't understand the flesh out this theory, but it's true.
And vocals he hits on that high notes is crazy.
That's crazy.
Fourth on my list is, and probably not necessarily fourth, but they're up there pretty. They're up there pretty high with me. Love them or hate them, Metallica.
Right.
I mean, I've always been my first
Oh, yeah,
experience
baby.
my first experience with heavy metal was with my uncle. He was a big Metallica fan, and that was my first experience with heavy metal. And I know they've been through, and they've been through a lot to still be a band and still out there performing. I know. I mean, they took Napster down and they got their off-the-wall views or whatever. I mean,
They also
but
set off the earthquake Richter scale over in
Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah.
But
Or
where
West
they walk
Virginia.
out to their song. What is
Yeah.
this? What's
Well, it was either Virginia or West Virginia at a
remember. Oh my
college stadium.
They
Virginia.
walk out
Set
to
off
Interstate,
the-
man.
I don't know where Virginia Tech is. I can't remember what state it is, but
It is Virginia. It's
Virginia.
Virginia.
It is
Tech.
Virginia
It's
Tech, yeah.
Yeah.
They walk out to Sandman,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
and then
They,
they
uh,
went
they
over
actually
there and
did
they
set
blew
up,
it
yeah.
out to water, dude.
Yeah. But
The thing about Metallica, I love them too. They're always they're on my list, one of my top ones, and the only metal that I have. But the thing about Metallica that is going to be a hot take, if you will, I love the metal stuff, but what impressed me more than anything about Metallica was the freaking S&M album when they played with the symphony. That is the most
that was
beautiful.
not.
That was the most beautiful thing I've ever. Some of those songs with the orchestra behind them, and you got the metal and the strings, and oh my God, that whole entire album. Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you guys, that's the closest that I can describe, the way that I can get people to understand how my brain comprehends music. Is that orchestra and stuff behind me? I hear that in any genre of music. I can break down a guitar in my head and make it and see those waves and those patterns and those songs in every single song that I've ever heard in my entire life. That's how I can hear it. I can focus in enough to hear everything just like that. All the notes, all the melodies, all the individual harmonies and stuff every different instrument, I can hear it all. And that's the only way I can describe it. It's like it's an orchestra in my head. And when they did it in that S&M album, it blew my mind. It was so great. So great.
So
bro.
two things about that. I was touching on the S&M, which that would probably be second and third songs. That would probably be second and third songs from Metallica that I like, which is on the S&M album, which is No Leaf Clover. And now, No Leaf Clover was exclusive to the S&M.
Yeah.
All right. But then you had Outlaw Torn, which was on
Load or reload.
I think it was on Load.
Mm-hmm.
But Outlaw Torn on S&M, just with the orchestra, is probably my third favorite song.
Yeah.
But now, everybody thinks Enter Sandman and blah, blah, blah. And they got 100 different hits. But one of my favorite songs by Metallica was on Garage Inc. And it's Whiskey in the Jar.
Oh my God, Whiskey in the Jar.
The old Irish tune.
Yep. That's Whiskey in the Jar.
Good song. Good song.
I like the rhythm
on my
to
playlist.
it, the run that it's got with the guitars.
Yeah. Good riff.
That will change gear. We'll change gears just a little bit. Newer artist, and he's can pretty much, in my opinion, almost sing the phone book and make it sound
Can I add something right quick about Metallica?
decent. Go ahead.
Dude, Kirk Hammett on that damn guitar is badass.
Yeah. But Dave
And
Mustaine
James
wasn't too
Hetfield
bad
playing
either.
while he sings too.
Yeah,
that shit gotta be hard as hell.
That's what I was going to say.
Playing and singing.
As a lead singer and also
Playing
a
and
lead
singing,
player, he
shit
does
gotta be hard.
rhythms and leads sometimes. To be able to do both, there's
crazy.
very few lead singers that also can and do play leads during songs. Very few, and he's definitely.
No.
You know how my brain does breaking stuff down with lists. He's definitely on that list of people that can and do that all the time.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he like
Who's that?
all
Who's
the
that?
time.
James Hetfield.
James Hetfield,
that does
yeah.
that can
Yeah.
do that 'cause,
Sings
you know,
and plays guitar.
well, no,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that can play and sing, you know, rhythm guitar. But as far as being able to do leads and all the crazy stuff that he does on the guitar while also singing, that's a rare thing.
Without messing up.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, because like most people, like if you really break music down and listen to it, while they're singing, they're either just playing light rhythm or nothing else. He can do lead runs while singing.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Like you watch his hands and shit.
Yeah, it's definitely a different breed.
That's
just
what
had to
the
add
new
that in there.
generation calls built different.
Yeah, it's old school, but I mean not necessarily because there's new people that can do it too. But okay, so who was your guy you're talking about that can sing a phone book? I'm interested.
Yeah, late on this.
Actually, you've done a song or two by him. And he's a real new artist.
I've done a song.
Not real new, but yeah. Luke Combs.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good pull. That's a good pull. Got him on my list too.
Luke Combs. And not for reasons I didn't really, I mean, I'd heard, Hurricane and some of his older stuff, but, I didn't really until my oldest son, Damon. He comes in and we're watching the movie Twisters. And he was like, "That's a good song." And I was like, and he starts, I actually said, "Well, I can download it for you. It's called Ain't No Love in Oklahoma." And I'd never really listened to anything, just other than his hits or whatever.
He does have a lot of those too, by the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, but other than just a few of his hits, I hadn't really delved into it.
Right.
Delved into his albums, but then my boy learned to sing on Ain't No Love in Oklahoma.
Okay.
He learned to start memorizing words. That's always that song, even though it's probably not one of his better ones, it is, but it's not, it was kind of just the songs they're putting out these days are kind of just like they're in history and they're current, but they kind of just put out another one as soon as this one loses its shine.
Yeah.
So, but that one's
Right.
always going to hold a special place. And then
Bro,
he's
have
got
you
another
heard
one, which is a little bit older, but it's called "Where the Wild Things
Where
Are."
Wild Thing. I was just about to mention.
Yeah,
That
"Where the
song.
Wild Things Are."
That's got a sad
That's
story. But
one, and actually, he didn't write it. And the video is just him looking at the words because the guy sent him in the song. The guy that
Where the Wild
the
Things
guy
Are.
that wrote the song for his brother, because his brother done that, and he wanted Luke Combs, see if Luke Combs would see it, and he's sitting here reading the words off a phone with a microphone, just singing. That's the video of it. But now I've listened to a lot of his stuff, and I ain't gonna say I necessarily like everything. I mean, I'm more of not really alternative rock, but I'm more of the rock genre stuff. But now, I mean, it's
Dude,
it's still that I still
I'm everywhere with my
delve into
genres,
country.
bro.
I mean, right now I'm
put my
listening to
al-
Mix 94.5. So I mean, next
Put my plate.
man.
Listen, you put my.
I can make
But-
I can make faces, but it's only from my personal taste. I love all music, but it's just
But
a
now-
natural reaction that I can't
but-
break.
But my thing is I got two boys now, and the way my dad done, I mean, we would be listening to rock, and then we would listen to country for a little while, and then we would listen to Mix 94.5. I mean, and Dad's even when Caleb come out, he let us listen to Christian music,
Just so you
I
get
mean,
a taste of
it's
everything.
That just get a taste of everything.
Right.
I mean, I'll put it on 104.5 The Cat. But now, I mean, if you had to ask me a radio station, it would be 96 Rock out of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I mean, they're on iHeart and Spotify and all that,
I don't
and that's where I listen
listen
to
to
them
radio.
at, is iHeart.
I use Apple Music.
Yeah, you
Just connect my
stream
phone to the
everything.
car. Yeah, I just connect my car.
Yeah.
Bro, but like if you put my playlist on shuffle, dude, you'll get everything. It'll go from a hard rock song to some like sad rap song or some shit. That's just so random, man. I'm everywhere with my genres. Everywhere with my genres.
And my last band on my list, Journey.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little bit of the yeah. I do enjoy their music. I mean, I seriously, "Don't Stop Believing" is one of my favorite songs by them, of course. But they had several hits. I've been to see Journey in concert 4 times as well. And
Hey, does a tribute concert count? Then I got to listen to Journey.
And when Steve Perry was with them, I've heard the music on the radio, but he left the band, and I've heard him sing since then, and he can't do the stuff that the guy they got from the Philippines, man.
Yeah,
He
the
can
new
barely
guy.
speak a word of English. He can barely speak a word of English, but
Unless
you get
it's
up
a
him
lyric.
up with him up there. If it's a lyric to a song, that the man can nail it every time.
Yeah.
I mean, their concerts are actually really, probably one of the better entertaining concerts I've been to. They put on a really good show. And that's pretty much got it for my list. But a couple other mentions here. One of my favorite songs out there, "Thunderstruck" by AC/DC. I mean, it's just classic, man.
Classic.
I mean, I don't even need to say nothing.
Classic
It's
guitar
one that
riff.
bridges generations.
Yeah.
Yep. And Daniel probably knows, even as much as I don't like the man, "Rockin' in the Free World" by Neil Young. I mean, I do listen to some of Neil's music. I sometimes don't agree with all of what he says in there, but I like the music. Leonard Skinner, "All I Can Do Is Write About It." Everybody goes for "Sweet Home Alabama," but I like
Freebird,
"All I
bro.
Can Do Is Write About
10
It."
minute for.
Hold
That's a
on,
10
hold
minute
on.
song.
Because that was one of my obscure ones on my list. I'm very interested to know why that song more than some of the
10
other
minutes
ones.
long.
I'm very interested in your opinion on
You
what's
had
that.
you had
Yeah,
you
sure
had
did.
all I could do is write about it.
Sure did.
You're kidding.
It's one of my obscure ones. I want to know. I want to know what it says to you, or why it's more special to you than anything. Because I mean, they're an iconic band. You can't knock it. Can't knock the inspiration that they had on. But that song is a very lesser known Skinner song. It's not a popular one as far as like their hits and all that other stuff. But it's definitely the story in that song is there. And so
It spanned two. It spanned two Skinners. The first time I heard it was the new band, and I had to go back and listen to it from the old band. And they're both. I mean, it's pretty chilling that how much of.
I got it on
brothers
vinyl.
and stuff.
I bought the vinyl.
Yeah.
Just for that song.
Oh my god.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I wish I had my vinyl here, but it's in
Well,
a box somewhere.
To
I'll show it on
me,
podcast.
it's and it might not have the same meaning as you, but
No,
I
everything
mean,
means something to people individually.
it's like on all I can do is write about it. It's almost saying like the music is going to be there to remind us of what was. And I mean, even in the song, he's saying, you know, that pretty much that's what the song is. And he's saying that, you know, and you see it every day. I mean, you see like Richmond, they're developing all the farmlands. You know, I can see the concrete slowly creeping. And that's everything's going to be gone except for what was in the songs. You know, everything's going to be. There is nothing that you can. I mean, I look at back where I grew up at. You know, on Granny's place. I mean, it's a factory now. It's gone. I mean, I got a few pictures.
There's nothing left. There's nothing left of it except for your memories of it and the stories that you have. You know what I'm saying? And that's what all you can do is write about it. That's what I mean. It's almost a tearjerker. It's almost a tear-jerking song when you think about it. Like the world grows. Like I don't know anything. I can't experience anything about the 40s or the 50s. Only what I've seen on TV or heard in songs. And if they're good enough, they can put you right there. That's
pretty much, and that's so we're pretty much right on the same page with that. That's where I was at.
Yeah.
And then I'll finish it up with my last two. One of my last two, as I should have mentioned this earlier, is another Zeppelin song, Kashmir. But it's
another
not
iconic
the
guitar
first-
riff. Another iconic good guitar riff.
Yes, but it's not the Kashmir
Don't tell me you like
that everybody thinks.
Mr. Monster, man. You love the fucking one with the Godzilla roar in it, don't you?
No. I do like the I like the Zeppelin version, but Jimmy Page and Robert Plant done an album by themselves.
As the older guys.
Years later, the guitarist and they done with a well, I don't want to say what nationality because I can't remember what it is, but it was like an orchestra overseas.
Yeah.
And they had a bunch of different instruments and stuff, and they did Kashmir. It was on an album called No Quarter.
Yeah.
And it was Jimmy Page and Robert Plant on an album called No Quarter. And it wasn't the full band Led Zeppelin, but I really like that version of Kashmir. The last song I got, like I said, not one of my top hits, but it kind of is. It's on the list. And American Idol a few years ago had a guy named David Cook, and he done a Mariah Carey song. And I've listened to a few Mariah Carey songs growing up and stuff like that. I think she was a good artist.
Right,
Maybe
right.
falling off here a little recently.
Right, you can't knock that
But-
voice. No matter if you like the genre or not,
No.
you cannot knock a strong,
But
epic voice.
now, if y'all have ever heard "Always Be My Baby" by Mariah Carey, and if y'all get into like I want to say newer rock stuff, you need to look up David Cook, "Always Be My Baby," because he done a cover of that song. He did the song justice, but at the same time he put a spin on it that I actually liked the song that he did more than what I like Mariah Carey. He's pretty much a no-name artist now. He won American Idol and that's all he had. He had a couple of hits and then he kind of fell off, kind of like Chris Daughtry did. It's kind of like Daughtry. I mean, Daughtry's coming back a little bit, and he came out with an album there when he first got off American Idol, and now he's coming back a little bit. And then kind of sub-list, August and Anger, Brother-in-law's band.
My favorite local band of all time.
Favorite song from them is not another mainstream stuff, but it's Predator and Prey. And you listen to that on Reverb Nation, but it's way better when they do it live. But it's I like the riffs and
So
stuff on it.
they're not a well-known band. They're not like a huge band or anything like that. I don't think they've never signed to a label or anything like that, right? Or have they? Okay.
No,
I don't know. I haven't kept up with them over the last few years. So they're just a small band that's traveled around the state and played, and they've won contests and all this other stuff. But I'm telling you, and I would love, and as I've never got to actually talk to Edgar Lee a whole lot, so it would not hurt my feelings for him to see this clip in the podcast. Like I said, as the artist and a writer and a performer to the level that I am, I'm not going to shy away from saying I've seen August and Anger 5 or 6 times in bars and clubs. He's the best guitar player locally that I've ever seen. The man is good, puts on a great show, and the fact that I don't know. I think it's really impressive. Their singer Charles is he's a quiet guy, man, but man, he's got a powerful voice when he lets it out. You know what I'm saying? I love all them guys. I used to see their bass player come into my store and stuff a handful of times over the years. And every time he comes in,
And he's also my cousin. He's my cousin,
yeah,
John.
Yeah, every time I see him,
John's my cousin.
I just smile, dude. And he looks at me and goes, "How you doing, Daniel?" And I'm doing pretty good, and still, But yeah, so it's very cool to know them and know of them and to have seen them as many times. Like I said, I've never seen a local band more than I've seen August and Anger. I've seen them with different iterations. Seen them when Ian played with them. We went to school with Ian.
Their new drummer, Austin. They got a new drummer, Austin. Well, he's not new. He's been with them since Mike left.
Let's see. Like I said, I like them so much. I like they're very I love my favorite one is Inside by them. That's one of my favorite ones. But from their very first little album they did. But great picks, man. Great picks. I like the list.
Hell yeah, boy.
Yeah, we got to introduce y'all to some August and Anger when we're done here.
Okay.
Sometime this week or next week or some before next week's show or something. I'll pull up the album that I got of them, and they're a good band, man. I think you guys would dig them. Hey, any viewers ain't there never heard of August and Anger, man? I'm sure they got a YouTube and stuff too. They're local. Check them out. Give them a shout out just because I love them so much.
Yeah.
All right.
Local.
Yeah, definitely
Oh,
show us
support
that.
the local-
You know, definitely show us them later.
Yeah. Pika, you next, baby.
All right. Since I'll be the second one that be leaving soon,
Yeah.
I guess it is my time to shine
Yeah.
and have my balls swinging out in the wind.
Yeah.
So,
I bet Pika got the most obscure list out of all of us, and I'm here for it.
I'll be honest, my shit's not that obscure.
Okay.
I'm not that. I mean, I could have went obscure because I do know a lot of songs, but like, it's hard to pick a top 5 or even a top 3 when you like so many.
Sure.
Dude, I am in the
like-
same boat, dude. I couldn't. I don't know how.
I can't even decide which songs I like more.
Right.
I mean, I know
And
what
the
my
list could, like,
all-time
easily
favorite band
change.
is, but
But let's start this off with a nice song I used to listen. A nice, not song, I should say, artist that I used to listen to, and I still do. Actually, still do. But like, back when I was a kid, I used to have this nice little thing called a Nintendo DSi. As a matter of fact, I do have a Nintendo DSi XL on my bed, and it's a pretty fancy thing. They used to have this service, this little fucking app thingy-majig, and they called it Flipnote Studio. And back then, you could make animations and all that stuff with it. And as a matter of fact, my DSi XL that I have right now still has Flipnote Studio. And the unique thing about this one, unlike the 3DS version, which removed online features, this Flipnote Studio had an online system called Flipnote Antenna, which introduced me to a bunch of different animations, and then introduced me to a bunch of different music. And so this is why I first encountered Bass Hunter. He plays kind of like DJ-inspired music. Because me personally, I fuck with vibe music. Sometimes it could be the lyrics I like, other times the music just makes me relax and, decompressed. It's like, it's just something I fuck with.
So
but like,
I'm trying to place what genre vibe is it? Is vibe music is its own genre? Would you
how
say?
do I describe it? His is like the definition of early 2000 nostalgia.
Okay.
So like, when I was used to like listen to his shit, and I was like, still listen to, but I don't know why I keep saying used to. Maybe I just thinking back in the past too far. There was so much animations people made using his songs.
Right.
And it became part of my childhood.
Right. Brings back a lot of good memories.
Yeah, and like, it's just generally catchy too. Like, some songs he makes are, not English, because he is Sweden, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But like,
He's Swedish.
when there's songs that are in English, man, you just want to think you're inside a fucking club and you're just fucking bouncing in that shit.
like some John Wick shit.
Club, yeah. Club bangers. I got you.
Exactly that.
I'm talking about Jersey Shore.
He's definitely one artist I definitely recommend. Because you most definitely had to heard his music at least one part of your life, either on YouTube or something else. Because like, it's a part of that 2000s-esque type of thing,
Right.
and it's just really catchy.
Yeah, looks like it was around from about 2006 to
okay.
2013.
I think the only sad thing is that, well, I think he still does performances. I don't think he particularly makes too much new music nowadays. It's it's just his old shit that I really like. And specifically one, Now You're Gone, the album, not the song.
Right.
That album contains so much fucking bangers. Now, obviously, the song gets titled after Now You're Gone, but yeah, it's just not just like his just like it had one really good song that I fuck with. I generally fuck his entire, album.
Right.
because I would unironically still listen to this shit in a car, in my headphones, anywhere.
Nice.
And
Oh.
sometimes there's some lyrics of his that are also sweet, and I'm just like, oh, that's awesome. Now,
so I looked him up. Me personally, I've never heard of anything that he's done. But also, that being said, you know, when we was in our, I want to say our like vibey, clubby days, was probably early to late 90s, and this in this genre of air, I mean, I'm actually into more of the alternative rock stuff. I'd kind of left all the, you know, like I mean, I want to say like vibey stuff, like I mean, Daniel remembers Tag Team, Whoop, there it is, and, you know, some of that dance mixy stuff when we was in high school and school like that. You know, I'd kind of left all that behind, and I was kind of in my, I wasn't. Now my wife might have heard of him. I mean, because she's always been kind of vibey or whatever you want to call that. Sounds to me like he's more like.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it is a special talent to be able to have a whole club rocking. I don't care what kind of music it is.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a talent, man. Like I said, if you can get everybody moving and vibing and jumping and, you know, feeling the beats, feeling that, man, that's a talent. That is an absolute talent, because not everybody has that.
you know, my second choice. I shouldn't really say second because I can't really make a list. Everyone knows him. He's the man who has a lot of aura, aka he is a badass. In every inconceivable way, he's an amazing dancer. And he's part of a certain group. He was part of a certain group of people that had a similar last name with him. Similar last name. We call that man who went from black to white, Michael Jackson.
Mr. Auraform.
It don't matter if you're black or white.
To this day, like back then, I'll admit, when I used to listen, I liked his music, but back then, I'd probably like listen to it a few times and be like, okay, that's pretty good. Move on. Nowadays, I can't help but go back and actually listen to his shit again and just keep listening. His music aged super well.
Sure.
To the point where, like, in a lot of ways, like the sound.
Well,
I like a lot of his music.
Even if like I was playing something on here yesterday or whatever, and I mean, I don't want to say what it is. It's on my list, but Tate came in and he's our listener that was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still here or not, but he came in and I was listening to. I shared my screen. He's like, man, that's pretty awesome. And I'm like, yeah, that's the thing with like great music, great. Like, you can't take away the legendary status of Michael Jackson. Like him or not, like his personal life or not, as an artist, he's one of the best to ever done it. He's one of the best.
Oh, yeah. Michael Jackson.
You can't knock it. Like I said, I am not necessarily I would never consider myself a fan. I like a few of his songs because I don't see how you could be a music fan and not like something about him. Yeah, but you can never, for $1 million and all the money of the world, take anything away from his music career because it is absolutely legendary. And you can't when you get to those levels, you can't say it's a fluke. You can't say there's something wrong with it because it's not. It's the epitome of the career, you know.
To me, he mastered the art of actual, like, you know, singing. He knows how to hit the notes like almost like near perfect.
Right.
And the fact that he's
Bro.
a dancer works to his favor even more.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah,
like I
real.
said, he made the fucking
That
moonwalk.
moonwalk's
Who
crazy.
doesn't know the
Yeah.
moonwalk?
Yeah. Created as
Moonwalk,
it's
crazy.
it's like Jordan creating the sneaker game for crying out loud. I mean it's like the best.
Moonwalk,
Not
crazy.
only
I'd
are
love
you
to
the
learn how to
best
figure out how to do
at
that.
your current time at what you do, because he was the best at what he did at his but you also are so good at something else that falls in line with that you
Invented
create
glide
you
dancing.
create your own dance move and dance phenomenon around.
created-
Oh
I'm
my
pretty
God,
sure
it's
do
this is
just,
not
called-
it's
get
just
me
crazy.
started. This is why I call him the immaculate ore farmer. Because goddamn
Was
he
it the
is.
2006 Super Bowl? He
Yeah.
fucking jumps
Yeah,
up
oh
and
my
stands there like
God.
12 fucking minutes.
I
Everybody's
am
just going
surprised
crazy.
motherfuckers did not
Look like a
faint.
superhero.
That is peak. I do not give a shit.
Little backstory
He has
of
a-
Michael Jackson there. So at they have a Halloween show at Baxter's Morgue, and it's in Louisville. It's in Louisville, Kentucky, up here. So we went to it for years. I would go just to see them do the Thriller dance in costume with all the apparel on. And I mean, you had a lead guy up there that portrayed. We went 4 years in a row. Well, on the fourth year we went, somebody comes out and starts handing out some glow sticks. And I said, when they doing the Thriller show? Oh, well, they're wanting too much money to do it. We're not going to do it no more. I was like, oh, really? I was like, well, then this will be the last year that I come. And they've not done it since, and I've not been back to Baxter's Morgue in
Yes.
Louisville since. And it would cost
That's
us $70 a person to go through Baxter's Morgue. $70 a person to go through Baxter's Morgue. I paid that just so I could go up there and see them do the Thriller. There is nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
as like OneLane said, you know, personal life wise, don't agree with a lot of stuff, but you can't. I'm not going to let that diminish his music career. There is a lot of stuff that Michael
Dude.
Jackson done,
Yeah.
a lot of hits. Some of the hits that I don't like, but I acknowledge they're hits.
Yeah.
And he done stuff. I mean, from an early
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
And with he did have a
Use of Ash
he did have a
childhood.
rough life coming up, messed up childhood, all that stuff, and
Let me just say this to be
but
a
I'm not
devil.
going to let all that diminish.
Yeah, let me just say this: being
ahead.
devil's advocate. I mean, most of the top stars in every industry have a lot of skeletons in their closet and do things that I don't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't look at it
Yep.
any different, really.
It's yeah.
I don't agree with what they do. I didn't agree with what, even if it's not even true, because a lot of that's basically just alleged, anyways. Because
Accusations, yeah.
nothing's ever been
Yep.
proven, this, that, or the other. So even if you want to take that into account, you have to also hold everybody else that all these rumors and stuff have been held
Accountable.
They hold them accountable too. If you're going to say one for one, you got to say it for all. So, I mean, like I said,
Right.
I've never ever, like, I consider a fan somebody who likes a lot of what people do musically or whatever. I can respect everything that the man did, but as far as liking it personally, there's only a handful, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with only liking what you like, but you absolutely have to. There's no argument to say that he's not legendary status, one of the Mount Rushmore of all of music, and one of the greatest entertainers that has ever been born. You can't say it. You just can't.
Yep.
It's impossible. You'd be
He has
lying to
the-
yourself and lying to the world if you said otherwise. Period.
Yep. He has the best-selling album of all time across all genres at 70 million copies.
Yeah.
So
And you know,
And it's a
I want to call
Thriller
this
album.
out. I want to call this out.
whether you believe Which me personally, I'm not a huge Michael Jackson fan, but I don't know. I don't want to. It's iffy, but I don't believe what happened happened because it's like all the backstory and shit I've looked into. And I don't know. It's whatever you want to believe, but like, yeah, you can't take the music side of it away.
Listen, I got this to say too. Like people be vlogging nowadays, the Super Bowl when they have these musics like these middle, what they call it?
Halftime shows.
Yeah, halftime shows. Yeah. I
That
see people
halftime show
bragging
was
like,
legendary.
these artists broke that record, these artists broke that, and I'm like, bitch, please, Michael Jackson is almost just as much, and he did it in a population in the U.S. of only 200 million back then.
Yeah,
Sit your asses down.
that's true.
Yeah, dude.
That man has reached beyond human comprehension, and I 100% believe that fact till this day. And honestly, even if you disagree with him, and you can, and you don't have to like him as well. Some part of me actually likes his lyrics because they can resonate, and they do resonate for most of us, especially in today's era. If you remember, like the anti-government song, that you don't care about us.
Yeah, they don't
and all
really
that
care about
stuff.
us. It looks
Yeah.
like it's coming to fruition. It's kind of crazy.
Here's something that I don't know personally. Did he write his own stuff too, or did he have songwriters?
Yes,
A lot of,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a lot of
because
his
a lot
songs
of pop
he wrote.
music back, especially back in those days, they were performers and singers, but they didn't actually write their own stuff. So I don't know. I don't know personally if that's true or not. I don't have a clue. I'm very curious of how much songwriters credits he's actually got.
I don't know necessarily, but I do know.
Yes, Michael Jackson was a prolific songwriter who wrote or co-wrote the vast majority of his most iconic hits throughout his solo
Because I do
career.
know he had some sort of I don't know if I can call him mentor. Probably not a mentor. More like a guy who was part of his musical
He had
career.
he had co-writers.
Right.
Yeah. Quincy
But for the
Jones.
most part,
It's very iconic.
but for the most part though, it was mostly Michael Jackson himself who
yeah.
was, leading the force.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what we call a generational talent.
Yes, beyond a doubt.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, my all-time favorite song from him is "Beat It," and it's
Oh
because
my
of fucking
God.
Eddie Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen.
I was beating it.
Oh,
beating
you
it.
son of a- I thought you were to play guitar. Eddie Van Halen and "Beat It," dude. That shit is fire. That solo that he does, absolutely phenomenal.
So have you ever
have
heard
him
this
in my
guy
list.
named Manian?
I told you he could have an obscure list. He's like, I don't have an obscure list, and then proceeds to
I got
rally
Michael
up.
Jackson on my list, but
I should
guarantee
be
I don't
more
have nothing else
specific.
from his.
DJ Manian.
DJ, what?
I don't know any DJs.
DJ Manian.
I'm a DJ. My initials Daniel Jr.
Manian?
Manian or Manian? Probably Manian. He's a German music producer,
Manian.
DJ in a
Yeah, I don't
Zuman
know.
Records label. He's from Germany. So like, with this dude, I don't like Bass Hunter actually in this regard. Very old school, DJ vibe-ish. I don't remember
DJs
when
that
I
pop
learned
off
his
my
music.
head.
It's probably with unlike
DJ
with
Jazzy
the
Jeff.
3DS on the DSi era.
No,
I would say I probably learned of this dude in
Marshmallow
early
and
YouTube, and his music just sticks to my head to this day. Yeah. By the way, Manian is one of my favorite. Has one of my favorite songs. Ravers in the UK.
Ravers, as in like partiers, ravers.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you.
Yep, that's what he's. Yeah. I'm actually looking some of this stuff up because I'm going to go back and listen to some of this stuff because, I mean, the kids are like in their dancey, going phase. And if it's okay for them to, I put on some dance music and they dance around the house, whatever, that's fine with me. I mean, it's.
I am 1,000,000% in the bandwagon and the what Reaper had mentioned earlier about his dad, like switching the channels and giving your kids a little bit of everything. I'm very much in that because I kind of grew up the same way, and it gave me an appreciation and a love for all of music as a whole. More than like I can find something about everything that I like and respect. And that comes from not being one-minded, one set minded, or only liking country or only like it, So that's what I find fascinating, and it is up in your upbringing, like kind of a little bit, Somebody from the hills of West Virginia only listens to bluegrass music their whole life. They've never, it's not a bad thing. It's not.
They ain't gonna switch genres,
right? They're not. They're necessarily not going to be more open to hearing something that's just as great. It could change your life, and it's something I want to mention when I get to my list. But anyways, you can't be closed-minded with creativity. It's like looking at a painting. Every time anybody individually looks at that, they could see something different in obscure, abstract art, even different than what the creator intended. And that's what's special about it. And that's what's special about even music is it speaks on different levels to different people.
SVRL. Now I know none of you know who this fucker is.
No.
Nope.
It's the same vein as like Bass Hunter and Manian. It's more bass. It's like Bass Hunter in terms of like I heard this song on like on the Nintendo DS side, and I'm like, oh shit, this is actually pretty cool. Listen to his shit. Still listen to his shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Walkwell, Somebody's Watching Me. Michael Jackson. Oh my god. Michael Jackson had involvement in making that.
Yeah, I know that song. Somebody's
Dude,
watching me. Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love that song. That song's really good.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's in that too. Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot to mention that. But yeah.
Another high energy.
I know that song.
Another high energy, upbeat.
I also say like a little bit of schizo mix into that because like, it's very like
close your eyes 'cause you're
concerning. It's like paranoia.
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy.
Now,
I'm gonna create a whole new genre of personality profilers based on music, dude. I'm telling you, I'm onto something here. It's so good. It's so big. It's so massive. It's gonna, if it works, and it seems to be. It could fucking open the world up.
In favorite songs, I got Breathe Carolina. Breathe Carolina. Punk Goes Pop Free. They did not Punk Goes Pop Free. That's like the remix part of it. Down. You know that song that Lil Wayne and Sean did called Down? They made their version. And by the way, this is rock.
Right.
So finally, a top favorite song in this is actually rock. And not just, a good old, Ray was in the UK or fucking a song that Michael Jackson helped made.
Right.
Which, by the way, they're also in my favorite bands. Breathe Carolina.
I'll lay there and go sleep, son.
I'm not. My back's hurt.
That's how it starts. My back's hurting. 5 seconds later.
Man.
But I'd say next up on the favorite bands is Lacuna Coil, if you know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds a little familiar.
It does sound more familiar than I think I may have.
Yeah, metal's like my top favorite genre, mostly because I like a lot of metal music.
Right.
A lot of heavy metal, all that shit.
I need to do something.
And so when I start off my favorite band by the name of Lacuna Coil, it's because, my lord, it's just fucking badass and awesome. And I just must want to fucking anyway.
Female
You probably didn't pick.
singer.
You probably didn't pick up my mic. Probably didn't pick up making those noise.
Yeah.
But like,
So what is it about metal that you like? I'm interested
I
being
just like how hardcore it sounds.
right. So like hit the
I just-
heavy guitars, or you talking about the double kick drums?
Yeah,
or-
the heavy guitar, everything about it just
Right.
hits hard.
right.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
heavy
like a
guitar
truck
is great.
hitting me, and I fucking like it.
High energy.
Oh yeah.
Everything's been high energy so far.
I have heard of
dig
these
it.
guys.
Yeah, I really did too. It struck a chord. I do remember the name.
Wait,
I just don't.
what was the name
I don't
again?
remember anything off the top of my head.
Lacuna Coil.
Yeah, all that these. Yeah, because I. All that these because I get into that stuff every now and then. I like In This Moment and Evanescence. I'm okay with the female metal singer. Sometimes they do good.
Now, my next favorite band is Pseudo Echo. And Lane and Andrew has heard about this before because I talked about it before. I genuinely like their shit. And how I end up learning them is a crazy fucking thing. So, who remembers when Jason Voorhees actually had fucking movies back in the day?
He had movies.
Raise your hand.
Yeah, had
If
movies.
you, yes, exactly, all of you, most Lane, don't fucking lie, you beanie man motherfucker. You definitely watched a few Jason Voorhees movies. Yeah, the song called "His Eyes." That "His Eyes" was used in the movie, and it fits so well with the character Jason, or basically, you know, anyone that's wearing a hockey mask in that movie. And it was made by the band Pseudo Echo.
Huh.
And they made multiple good shit. His Eyes is definitely really good. I also like to think their remake of Funky Town. Yeah. Funky Town is also just Now, Andrew should know this one. It's probably in Andrew's list for all we know. Linkin Park.
Yeah, it is in my. Oh my god! Hell
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Finally, Nick.
Oh.
You know what? I'll let you guys
That
speak
way.
for me. I'll let you guys speak for me.
Chester Bennington, great creator, great singer.
Great writer,
Uh,
great
Loved his
vocalist.
stuff. Great writer.
Great
Yeah,
writer.
everything.
Like I said,
Everything.
even things that I'm not a fan of, I can always find something that I enjoy. He's a great singer, great vocals, great songwriter,
Linkin Park was in my
and
list.
the few live versions of songs that I've seen, great stage performer. So that's all I got, because I don't like him.
But
I got a
I'll
lot of songs on my playlist.
I'll go forward from that. Lincoln Park was Chester Bennington. That aspect of Lincoln Park will never be replaced.
No,
But
I agree.
man,
so sad. So sad.
I listened to Heavy as the Crown. I've been listening to a lot of their new stuff, and like I said, I have no opposition about a female lead vocalist. And they had me hooked at Heavy as the Crown, man. I mean, it's not Chester Bennington's Linkin Park, and they said it wasn't supposed to be. But so I gave the new Linkin Park a chance, and I actually enjoy their music just as much as I did the old Linkin Park. Now, old Linkin Park will always have a soft spot in my heart, but now the new Linkin Park,
they got so many kids. Bro.
they got some heavy stuff too. And when I heard Heavy as the Crown, man, that was it for me. I like the.
She's
I wish
alright.
they'd have aired her different. I wish they'd have aired her different instead of throwing her out there with Chester's songs. I think they should have come out with.
Well,
An album first.
I've seen a lot of people be like, "There's a guy I was watching on TikTok
no,
that sounds just like
when
Chester."
they debuted her on the Facebook, they done her on whatever Facebook, or they done the live show where they debuted them coming out, and they had some of their newer stuff in there, but they mostly went old school and introduced her that way with Chester's songs and stuff, which is fine. And I mean, it's what you do. You're known for these songs, and she's given a good take on those songs, and she does them good live and stuff like that. No disrespect to her, but I believe they should, if they was going to air, they should have come out with their newer stuff and left the older stuff on the table, and come back to the older stuff at like concerts and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but I understand what they were doing. They wanted to play songs that everybody knew, that way they could see that she was up to snuff or whatever. And I mean, she. I'm not saying she done bad, but I'm saying that they should have went their own way. But like I said, I've listened to the new album.
Oh my man.
Yeah.
Everything's music in my world.
There's a guy I watch on like TikTok who sounds just like Chester Bennington, and they're like all three like, why did he not get the role? But who would really? I feel like that'd be controversial.
Yes.
Why would you want? It's like, I mean, it's the way he's tributing it on his channel, but getting him into the band and playing the role as Chester, I don't know. I feel like that'd be a little.
I feel like even though he can sing Chester's own songs,
he sounds
good,
just like Chester. It's crazy, absolutely insane how
you can mimic a man,
yeah,
right,
but you can't fundamentally create new shit.
Create
as
what he can do.
Man.
Yeah, right. You can sing his shit, but you can't become of what he was, in a sense, I guess, if I'm wording that correctly.
How?
And that's all. That's like we talked about Journey earlier. You know, when they go out on tour, they're not got no new stuff out. They're not using him to. When Journey plays, they play all their hits, and he sings all their hits. So they're playing stuff from the old days. I've not heard no new stuff from Journey. And then the only artist that was replaced was when Johnny Van Zant died from Leonard Skinner. His brother stepped in and took his shoes, and so they play old stuff. But they've only come out with like 1 or 2 albums since he took it over, and they just mainly go out and play old stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you can't really. You're singing his stuff, but you're not, like you said, you're not creating, you know, if you're replacing somebody. And what I think they done with her is they wanted to create new stuff, because their new stuff is a shade or two different from their old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that "Give It Up" song, I think, holds a record for the longest scream on a song. They're giving up.
I'll say this:
Chester, 17-second scream.
Now, Linkin Park, they're actually in one of my favorite albums list, and it involves a rapper who's also in my favorite rappers list. Can you take a guess of what is the most famous rapper they collided with?
Right.
So, totally respect Linkin Park. They made it. They had great radio hits. They had
it was
their first album was the only album I feel like in the modern-ish era outside of Taylor Swift that every single song on the album was a single, almost. In the modern era, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I'm trying to give them their flowers because I'm not a fan. I don't jump on bandwagons. Never have. Literally, Linkin Park, I like one riff, one section out of one song that they ever did.
Giving up.
That's it. That middle riff at the bridge of that song I love it. But I'm never gonna knock. I'm never gonna take away from something that some other people accomplished. You can't argue it. So, but that's really all my input on that. That's all I really know of Linkin Park is their radio songs, and honestly, Linkin Park is played a lot on my local station, and my channel only ever changes on 1 or 2 occasions. One of those is when Linkin Park comes on. That's the only time my channel ever changes.
So,
Yeah, I got like
Andrew.
a bunch of their songs. What?
I got a hint for you.
I'm trying to think.
I know the song.
No,
I
no.
listen to them.
I know the guy. I know the guy he sings with because I've got his voice in my head. He sings
One of
with
the greatest.
Alicia Keys.
Mhm.
Alicia Keys. He sings with her. I believe she done a song called New
Oh,
York.
yeah,
Who
yeah.
sings
It was
with her?
Jay-Z.
It's Jay-Z.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah.
The song is called Encore. It's numb/Encore. It's
Favorite
mixed
album.
both their songs
It's
and
called-
collided
it's
them.
not
Favorite
Encore,
album
it's
is
pronounced
called
Encore.
Collision Course.
It's Encore.
Yeah, Encore.
My favorite album.
Encore.
Did I?
No, you keep saying
Encore.
Second
keep
favorite
saying
album
it.
is
Oh my-
Collision Course.
Stupid English shit. It's an E. The fuck? No. Oh. Encore.
So yeah, basically,
Yeah.
Collision
They-
Course
they-
is my second favorite album that I actually listed. And my lord, I just think rap and fucking rock just miss fucking well together. I think they match perfect. It goes hand
Some
in
sense,
hand.
yes.
It's like peanut
Yeah.
butter and jelly. You just fucking love that shit together. Fucking slap some
Yeah,
two
it's
buns on it.
Jay-Z. He took
And you just fucking
Jay-Z's song.
Well,
fucking love it.
Encore.
The
And
good thing,
Numb,
the cool
and
thing
throw it
about
together.
that is me. I don't know how Reaper feels about it. I seen him nodding a little bit there, but the cool thing is we were alive in the invention and the modern popularization of rap and hip hop when it first hit the radio waves. That was when we were kids growing up, when rap and hip hop first came out on the mainstream. We were also alive and witnessed the very first mix of rock and rap, which was Aerosmith and what was the group rap?
Walk This Way.
Yeah, it's
Run DMC.
Run DMC. God, I drew a blank there as I started telling the story. But yeah, that was the first ever collaboration in the history of music between rock and rap. Was Aerosmith and Run DMC. So we were alive when that stuff happened, and it was really cool to witness it. And that spawned a whole genre. That spawned a whole thing. I don't know. It's pretty cool to witness.
Now this one is a pull that a good chunk of you probably won't know.
We haven't
The
known most of
Jetsons.
these. Haven't known most of these.
The Jetsons.
Yeah, you said
Now-
this. You said this other day, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The Jetsons.
they are.
That was
Yeah,
a
they are
cartoon
really
when I
old
was a kid.
school.
That's what I said.
That's what
They
I thought
are-
he was talking about.
Meet George
They are-
The theme
Jetson.
song.
They are a really
George
old
Jetson?
school.
His boy
His
Leroy.
dog Elroy.
His boy.
Yeah, whatever.
His
Thought
boy
it was a
Elroy.
dog Leroy. His dog
Leroy.
Leroy.
Jane, the wife. Yeah.
Okay. So who's the Jetsons?
They were an old school band that didn't really release that many albums. They only released like 3 or 4, basically. But the one of the biggest people from there is called Brad Butzer, and he was heavily involved with Michael Jackson's music. Heavy part of Michael Jackson, and how we learned. There's this one particular song from him that I should have listed in my favorite songs but forgot to. Hard Times. And let me just tell you, this song is just, it is amazing. So how I learned of this song is kind of a crazy learning process of learning not just Michael Jackson, but apparently about the fucking Jetsons. You see, back in the day, there used to be this, little blue hedgehog. He still exists, actually. But this hedgehog used to be a big rival to another famous video game mascot who wore a red hat with a big red M. We call that man Mario. But this blue hedgehog was called Sonic the Hedgehog from the Sega Genesis, from Sega. And back in the development of Sonic 3, possibly one of my favorite classic Sonic games of all time, probably my absolute favorite game, Michael Jackson and Brad Butzer had some involvement in that game's development. And oddly enough, the first time you get to hear this song, Hard Times, it's from a fucking Sonic game where everything was 16-bit music.
Right.
So I'm gonna post this here.
Hey man, some of the
My
16,
PC's lagging.
some of those
This is not 16-bit
16-bit
version. This is the actual full version they released.
right, but some of them 16-bit songs back in the day, the NES and they were bangers, like the Zelda soundtrack and Mario. I mean,
Oh,
they were
yeah.
great songs, dude. You get stuck in your head, you'd be singing them all day because you played the video games, whatever. I mean, they were very. That's an art form in itself to be able to make up a song in 8 bits.
But yeah, I've like been giving the Jetsons a listen with what out songs they had. They don't have that many. But like, when I learned of this and I just listened to this, like, damn, this is fucking good. How the hell was this song not released for the longest time? Let's talk about my favorite musical genres. I mentioned metal as number 1. Now, can you guess number 2?
Rap.
I don't know.
Close.
It sounds like these, like three
Christmas music.
out of your Christmas music. That's the worst genre of music, by the way. As a,
Oh my
as a
Rock.
somewhat grew
Unless
up
it's Frank Sinatra.
grew up religious in church and stuff, and it's still horrible music.
Unless it's Frank Sinatra. Unless
Listen,
it's Frank Sinatra.
my favorite musical genres in order is metal, rock, pop, rap, and electronic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Those are my favorite genres
'Cause your
of
list
music.
your list was not that.
It was not what.
Like 3 out of your top 5 or 4 out of your top 5 was like party dance club music.
Yeah,
then
you wouldn't
got
expect.
then you got metal and rock as 1 and 2, and that's like 4th or 5th. It's crazy.
Well, the thing about this, okay, my favorite songs are like notable high up.
Yeah,
Like I just love listening. But the vast majority of songs I like are either metal or rock. Enter a lesson extent, pop and rap.
yeah.
It's just that there's certain songs I value a lot higher. And
Right.
fun fact, my favorite instrument is also the guitar.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I
guitar.
think the keyboard guitar too is also pretty sick.
The keytar.
Yeah, the keytar.
Guitar.
Oh my gosh.
I think
Guitar.
that one's pretty sick as well.
My favorite
Now-
instrument is a triangle. Ding, 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 ding.
Now,
I'm a syllabus.
Cowbells. This
I
song
mentioned-
needs more
I
cowbells.
mentioned two of my favorite albums, which it was Now You're Gone and Collision Course. Now,
Kanye
this
like it.
one you
I like-
should know.
I like at
This
the very
man is in
beginning
my
of this.
favorite rapper list.
My favorite thing about this is at the very, very, very beginning of this, Pika said, "I didn't do no damn homework. I didn't write no list," and then we're.
I really did. I'm just pulling some of this shit from memory.
Albums, instruments. I mean, I ain't got none of that stuff, dude. Like I said, songs, artists. That's it. And he's going to crazy depth. Songs and artists, and we're talking favorite instruments and favorite albums, and God Almighty, son.
Yeah. So for this one, this very favorite album is from a rapper. We all know who he is. He's the guy that kind of went crazy and then, started to scream hail to a certain dictator.
Oh God.
We call him Kanye West.
Good Lord.
And I think the Graduation album was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah,
And that's all I'll say about
Is that
that
the
one.
one with the
when
teddy bear?
when it came out, it was
Yeah.
everywhere. You couldn't listen to any kind of pop radio, hip hop radio without Kanye being absolutely everywhere. And like I said, I was kind of out of that genre, but you couldn't escape it. You heard it everywhere. People talked about it everywhere. Kanye blew up big and massive. But like I said, the first time I ever heard of Kanye, he was just a beat maker. He made the music.
The Graduation album. That was a good album.
He made the music for Pharrell. I think he made some of Pharrell's beats, which is
Yeah.
And that's how he got his name in the industry. He was a beat maker, but he wanted to be a rapper, and he wanted to prove himself. And I don't know if anybody would not give him a shot or whatever it was. So he just he may have even self-produced his very first album just to get his name out there. And I'm like, oh, this dude does got talent on the mic, and you can't knock that album blew up and it skyrocketed because he had talent as a writer and as a rapper. So, and a beat maker. He had the perfect trifecta for hip hop. And then he went crazy towards the end here, and whatever he is now. But you still can't take away from that phenomenon rise to the top of the game.
Right.
Yeah. One of my favorite songs from him is actually, funnily enough, is a group of people that Andrew cried a lot. Daft Punk.
Yeah.
They worked with Kanye to make Stronger. And it was a really good song.
Yeah, Stronger. That's that movie. I mean, that fucking music song is fire. I like his Runaway though, the piano. I don't like the back half of Runaway. I don't like the back half of Runaway. It's kind of what the hell is this? Where he just fucking gets up on the mic like this. It's so damn stupid.
And I say, since we're going now to the the rapper rabbit hole, I always mention Jay-Z, so there's no need for him. Now, have any of you heard of K Reno?
No.
You have not. Oh boy.
Nope.
This man this is full lyricism, by the way. Lyrics. The shit he says, the shit he spits. God damn, it fucking goes hard. But yeah, we all know, we call him the go to rap. Eminem, the good old Slim Shady. Probably playing with his Slim Jim right now. And I say my favorite album from Eminem, even though it's not listed, dude, it's always got to be Recovery. It just hits. It hits right.
I got a bunch of Eminem songs on mine.
Yeah, like a lot of his songs in that era. I even like his relapse, like songs, like 3 a.m. and shit. I think that shit's like really good as well. But yeah, and another rapper, Dats. Andrew knows who this one is. I like this man. This man, Dats. You know what, Andrew? Do you have him in your list?
Yep.
Okay, I'll let you talk about him.
Here's a F flat note for you.
Oh my god,
that was a nasty note. Ugh.
So
I don't know if anybody heard mine, but I ripped one while Pika was talking.
That's what we call in the music industry a brown note.
Oh my god. I'd say I'm practically done with mine. I wish I should have probably been more articulate and write some of my shit more,
My God.
Am I the only one who actually went this far?
Yes, 1,000,000%. And
what's kind of crazy,
and music is my whole entire life.
I have to ask this.
music
is I have to ask this.
Yeah, the reason that I was born, the reason that my soul exists on this planet, the reason why I didn't die at birth or I chose to come here and actually live a human life is all based on music. And you 10 times my list. Like, it's not even relatively close. What are you making faces for, Andrew?
Oh, nothing. It's fucking. I gotta figure
It's
out
3 o'clock in the morning,
like...
and we're gonna have to finish the rest of this episode tomorrow. Cause I ain't got it in me. I'm cooked, bro. I swear to you, I did not think that we have 2 people done in 3 hours. I have never in my life heard Pika talk so much. I'm wiped. I'm mentally drained. I don't have anything left in the tank. you kill me, Pika. You kill me. Oh my God.
Anyway, everyone, that's been Midnight Enigmas of the music.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for watching, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure to like this video, and maybe share them on your little common folk of your friends and everyone you know and love. And maybe try to give us some reach, and we talk about more interesting stuff as well. Mysteries, crime, blah, 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 space, whatever the fuck. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Let us know your favorite
and this
music
man
down
in the
below
hoodie,
in the comments.
this man in the hoodie that's talking over me like a bitch is GoneRogue, obviously.
You're
And the
we're
boomer
getting
beanie,
engagement.
the boomer beanie, yeah, Lane.
Yeah.
And the guy that hates certain cars more than other cars is the Grim Reaper.
Reaper. Oh man.
Don't forget to
yeah.
like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know your favorite thing down below in the comments. See ya.
Yeah, hope you guys got to learn a little bit about us personally and our music that we love. So
Yeah.
see you
Yeah.
next episode.
Now fuck off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've like been giving the Jetsons a listen. With what out songs they had, they don't have that many. But like, when I learned of this and I just listened to this, like, damn, this is fucking good. How the hell was this song not released for the longest time?
Here's a
Yeah.
F flat note for you.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that was a nasty note. Ugh.
So
I don't know if anybody heard mine, but I ripped one while Pika was talking.
that's
a
what
little
we
bit ago.
call in the music industry a brown note.
Oh my god.